Hi everyone, you're right, Alan here once again. Yeah, I've just been going through the TV listings today. Well, I've got this special machine that brings the TV listings up and reads them to me. And I must admit, um, the listings tonight were absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. All the usual rubbish, and they want us to pay £157 for that. Hang on, Tim Davie. Well, this chairman is basically an idiot. Honestly, he thinks because he's public school, not a public school, a private school, education and all that sort of stuff, and he thinks he can, run the BBC the way, the amount of wokeism that there is, and it's biased as anything. And it's like I said before, they had a female comedian on a show, and it basically turned round. She basically turned round and said it's real. How can I put this? It's okay to kill Whitey, Greater Manchester Police, because it was filmed in Manchester. Greater Manchester Police were given the task to investigate it, but the thing is, nobody knows what happened to that investigation because everything went quiet, and it went. I think the BBC paid a load of lawyers to make it go away, But the thing is, this coming April, they're going to put it up by £1.50. There are ways of watching TV legally without a TV licence. That means no live shows or BBC iPlayer and all that sort of stuff. I must point out that you do not need a TV licence for Netflix. You do not need a TV licence at this moment in time for YouTube. You do not need a TV licence for Disney Plus. You do not need a TV licence for YouTube, right? Unless you're watching the live channels, right? Everything else is on demand, right? I don't think you need a TV licence to watch BritBox because you're already paying a subscription to them. So I really do feel that shouldn't count. You know what I mean? But I must say, a lot of the programmes on BritBox are shit anyway. Yeah, and they're always milking it. Because that's another subsidiary of the BBC called BBC Studios. And, majority of the stuff that comes out of BBC is crap anyway. The other thing I've been hearing is that they're basically going to... there are rumblings that they're even going to get rid of Doctor Who. So, because they're saying it's too expensive to make. So, if that happens, that was another reason less to pay a license. They call it a license fee. I call it a domestic. It's really a domestic poll tax, really. And all the things that have been going on there, Jimmy Savile, Stuart Hall, etc. how many paedophiles are there at the BBC? You know, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? And then then they turn round and jack the licence fee up another £1.50. Well, basically, folks, that is an absolute smack in the face. And then they turn round and tell the over 75s they give them the marching orders, didn't they? And say, well, you've got to buy a TV licence unless you're on pension credit. And a lot of them, there are quite a few pensioners out there who can't even get pension credit because of they have one, maybe two, maybe £3 more than what working pensions allow them to have, so they could get pension credit. But if you know anybody out there, you know, who's a pensioner, try and get them to go on pension credit, because the more people get on pension credit there's quite a fair few who do not know that they're entitled to it. So, you know, that's a thing that we could get going a bit more awareness that they can actually claim for something that will help them stop them being clobbered by the BBC. And yeah, I really do feel that, you know, something at the end of the day, something has to be done about the BBC, and not just because of how much things cost and this, that, and the other, due to the wokeism that they project, and the political bias that is on that channel as well. You know, it's just like people preaching down, you know, a lot of them are basically Eton lot and stuff like that, places like that. And really, a lot of BBC stuff is absolute rubbish, you know, like I said before. So, whilst I'm sorry there was no video the other day. The weather has been absolutely foul, and I didn't really want to film in an absolutely blowing gale. PT vlogs from Blackpool. He was walking down seafront near Pleasure Beach today, and I tell you something, that wind was absolutely ripping through along that seafront. And I tell you something, people just disappeared in parts because it was that bloody cold, and in parts the sea was actually coming up to shore and absolutely freezing, turning into ice on the water's edge. It was that cold. Yeah. The other thing is the Central Pier waltzers are getting replaced, and hopefully the Matterhorn should be getting done as well. I think Beyond the Edge did that. And the other sad news is they found another cannabis farm in Blackpool, in one of the hotels. It basically showed them going in, taking it apart, and like some of these gangs are basically going after these empty hotels. They know there's no real proper security on them, and they're basically breaking into them and taking them over and using them for cannabis factories, and basically increasing the fire hazard of the way that they go on about developing the electrics to grow their cannabis crop. Yeah, those are the things that have caught my attention of late. So, you know, I just hope everybody's okay. Helen's Loud and Proud. I haven't seen very much of them of late, but I don't blame them not going out and doing some filming. It was absolutely today. I went to the front door as far as I went today, because it was absolutely bitter cold, And who else was there? Leica. I haven't seen Leica for a bit, but I think she's been quite busy. And plus, the weather is been absolutely horrendous. Building Blackpool better. I think Colin has been staying in of late, because the weather's been absolutely horrendous, especially along the Fylde coast. The trams will be making a comeback, and that illuminated train, yes, that was PT Vlogs said that's going to be returning in the next for the season, and yeah, they're giving all the trams a good old MOT, make sure they're fit to carry passengers and that lot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bugger off now, go and make myself a brew, because today's been an absolute weather-wise, it's been absolutely bitter cold. So I just hope everybody takes care of themselves. Hopefully I might do a video tomorrow. Don't know where we're going. I think we might pay Baswell another visit tomorrow and have a walk round and see what's what. Because last time I did a thing of filming Baswell, the place was absolutely full of trash. Baswell, Blackburn. So we might see if that place has been cleaned up any. But for what I've been hearing, I don't think so. But we'll just go around there, have a look, see what's happening, and maybe see the council cleaning up and that lot, because one of my family members turned round and said they've been seeing those laughing gas canisters all over the place. Right, I'm definitely going to shoot off now, and keep safe, and bye for now. 3, 2, 1, click.